Welcome to How Preschool Teachers Do It.
I'm Cynthia.
I'm Alison.
And we have a combined 55 years of experience working with children, families, and experts in early education.
We are not random influencers.
No, we are not. Whether you are new or have been our podcast peeps since 2018, we are thrilled you found us. Hi, preschool peeps.
Hi, peeps.
Welcome back on this fine Monday.
Yes.
And we are today going to talk about something related to a day that is celebrated in the United States. I know other countries have it too, maybe on different days. Yeah. So in the United States, coming soon on the calendar is Mother's Day. We recognize that not every child is being raised by a mother.
Right.
So that's why today's title for the episode's a little vague, maybe. But we want it to be inclusive. We want it to include all of the people who are helping to raise children.
Yes.
So we will get to that. But first, speaking of all the people.
Shouting out the people.
Shout out the people, Alison.
Today we're shouting out Bulgaria, so hello to everyone there. And we are also shouting out the fine people of Phoenix, Arizona.
I'm pretty sure we've said Phoenix.
We have,
in the past.
Yes.
We're very grateful that you are still here, or you're a newbie in Phoenix and you have found us. Please make sure to tell everybody to come and listen to How Preschool Teachers Do It.
Yes.
We appreciate the word of mouth, which is really how everything happens.
That's true.
Right?
It is very true.
It truly is. Without word of mouth, you're not getting very far in this world.
It's true.
So thank you. And please do spread that word of mouth and tell people. And if you're like, I want to give them the links, you can go to YouTube where there's a QR code and you can hold your camera up to that QR code, click the website it names, and it will take you to all the many links that we have related to this podcast. So as I started to say, in the United States soon we will celebrate Mother's Day, but we know that a lot of children are not being raised by mothers. And in fact, there's a lot of shared raising of children these days. At home, there's a lot of participation by other family members, by extended family, in the raising of children. We also have many children going to childcare environments through their day, and we're partners with the families in the raising of these children then. So we wanted to give you some thoughts, some things to think about, like, we know things from studies and all, and we'll talk a little bit about that, but we wanted to do it from the viewpoint of the children. How do the children see us as part of their lives? Because I think it helps us to embrace the responsibility that we have.
That is true.
You know, for a long time, people who worked with infants, people were like, oh, you don't need to plan. They're just infants. But that's actually when the most development takes place. So there is no, it's not true that life begins at elementary school or 3 years old or, they see us, they view us differently depending on their age, actually starting at birth. Yeah. And it's what they're doing in the way that they view us is absorbing foundational lessons that will help to develop their personality and their belief in what the world is and offers them. Right. So we want to make sure we do it well, right?
Well, yeah.
So let's talk about how they view you and me and their families and their teachers and whoever is widely, or their grandparents or their foster parents or their legal guardians, whoever is raising the children, aunts, uncles, grandparents, whoever. This is how the children view us at different ages. So from about 0 to 2 years old, we are safety.
Yeah.
And we actually do know that from studies. Yes. We know that according to Abraham Maslow, who studied indigenous people and brought back what do people need in order to be the best version of themselves, he said the first thing that people need to know is that they're safe. Right. Erik Erikson talked about trust versus mistrust, which is a lesson in, will this world help keep me safe?
Right.
Right.
Can I trust this person to take care of me?
Yeah. Right. Can I trust you? Are you my safe person? Right. And are you making this environment safe? And are you making my emotions safe? Right. Right. All of it. All of it. And we're going to have a sort of related episode next week about that. But, we're not going to go there. You have to come back and listen next week.
That is true.
But they see you as safe in so many ways. If we're doing it well, we are the people who help them to learn about calming their bodies. We use our bodies to help them calm, when a child is upset. And I'll often see adults offer them a hug, put their hand on them. We're actually, it's almost like we're transferring that safety from us to them.
Yes. And I think they're learning, like, who can I go to when I need comfort? Like, who can I trust? Who is a safe person I can go to when I am maybe not feeling safe in my emotions? Who can I go to that will make me feel safe?
Right. Who is my safety?
Yeah.
And that's both physical safety.
Yes.
Like, who's going to make sure that there's nothing in my environment that's going to harm me if I were to put it in my mouth at 0 to 2?
Right.
Because that's what they do to figure out their world.
Yeah.
So who's going to make sure all the things are safe? Who's going to cover the outlets and make sure the cabinets are closed? Who's going to make sure I have little furniture to sit on? Who's going to make sure my crib is safe, that I'm sleeping in a safe environment?
Yeah.
Who's going to make sure I have heat and
who's going to make sure, who's going to feed me and make sure I have food that's safe for me to eat, so that I can grow and be a healthy human being.
And it's also, when I'm crying, who's going to comfort me?
Right.
It's who shows me that a part of loving somebody is helping them to be safe.
Yeah.
Right? This is, I feel like throughout all of these stages we're going to talk about, it boils down to children learning what love should look like.
Oh, that's really quite beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel that it does. I think it points in that direction, right?
This is what love is, and they're going to take this with them through every stage of their life, including adulthood.
And picking a mate.
Yes.
For me personally, my husband is my safest human being. I can be totally 100% myself with him.
Yes.
And children from 0 to 2 years old need to know what does that look like?
Yes.
What does that feel like? Because it becomes an integrated part. So then as they get older and they're picking friends and they're picking boyfriends and girlfriends and they're picking maybe life partners.
Yeah.
They will have known since before they can remember, this is what love should be.
Yes.
Someone who loves you and who you love, there's an exchange of safety.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Physically and emotionally.
Right.
We are safe here. I feel like when young children are brought to a childcare environment and they hesitate to leave their primary caregivers, it's because they know those people from home are safe. And they don't know us yet, maybe in the beginning. And then they get to know us.
And they learn that you are also safe. Yes.
They hopefully learn that we are also safe.
But in the beginning, they don't know that. They still have to learn that. That's why they're having difficulty separating. Honestly, who wants to leave their safe person, right? Like, I never do. I never do. I would be with that person every single moment of every single day if I could, So, like, when I have to separate, even as an adult, it's hard sometimes, but I have these core beliefs about what love is and that I could do it separately. You can love somebody and still be separate. But I also, as a child, you don't know necessarily, right? Like, I'm going to childcare, and here's this person that I don't know that's going to take care of me, but they will learn that you are a safe person.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But it's really hard.
In order to communicate that safety, we have to make sure that we are undistracted. So we are diapering a child, we are paying attention to them.
Yeah.
We are feeding a child, we are paying attention to them. Yeah. They express to us in any way that they need or want us, we are paying attention to that. So it really is about, a lot of these stages are about being undistracted.
Right.
And really being present in the moment with your child.
Well, yeah, I think that's a big thing. Be present with them.
Yeah.
No matter what their age is, honestly. Like, if you're present with them, that means a lot.
It communicates safety.
Communicates a lot to them. Yes.
It communicates. We are your guardians of safety. Mm-hmm. And even think about the adult relationships you have.
Yeah.
The person that we have an adult relationship with, whether it's a good friend, a life partner, they should represent safety to us. Yes. That's the first, am I safe with you? Isn't that something we kind of measure? Right. Am I safe with you?
Am I safe with you? If you're not feeling safe with a mate, then that's not your person.
Yeah.
That you need to
go.
Move on. Yeah. But also for me, like, in choosing my mate, he represented also calm. like for me, because
well, that's emotionally safe.
I'm a little emotional. I don't know if you've noticed. Like, I'm emotional. I get a lot of anxiety. So for me, like, he just, even just when like the way he talks to me calms me in a way that no one else really can sometimes. You know, some of my close friends can do it, but an average human being could not. And that to me was safe, because I was like, oh, I can be emotional in front of this person. He's not judging me. Mm-hmm. You know, like Cindy's the same. Cindy's been my friend for a long time. I could be wacko with her. Like there are times I text her, like, I know this is going to sound insane, but I need to tell somebody.
Back at you.
And I know she's never going to judge me. You know, she's not. She's going to help me through it. So like, you need those people in your life, but if you don't know what that looks like, then you don't know
it's
how to
harder
find
for you
them.
to find it. I was just going to say, it's harder for you to find it and identify it.
Yeah.
If from the time you were 0 to 2 years old, you were not safe.
Right.
And we know so much too about attachment theory.
Right.
Children need to be able to attach to their most important caregivers. And it's because of this. It's because you represent safety.
Yes.
So from 3 to 5, we'll move on to the next stage of how they view us. So 0 to 2, you are my safe harbor.
Yeah.
Right? 3 to 5 years old, you are magical.
Oh, yeah.
And that makes so much sense to me, because at that age, children have trouble separating fantasy from reality. They're all about pretend play. Yeah. They believe unicorns are real and magic can happen and all those things. And you folks, they see you as magical.
Yeah.
They fall down and bump their knee, and you say, I'm going to kiss it and make it better.
Yeah. And it works, because they think you're like a superhero.
They do. They think you have some magic.
Yeah.
You know, they're hungry and you make food appear. They really don't fully grasp I was going to say food chain. It's not the food chain, but the process.
The process
that we go through, not only to make food, but also to buy food.
Yes.
Like they don't totally get, like, why do you work?
No, they really don't understand that.
Some children will say things they've heard. Yeah. Like if you say, why do you think your parents work? Some children will say things like, to get money. Right. To buy food. But they don't really relate to it in the same way we do.
Right. Or like when I'm in my classroom, I find it interesting that for me, that's my work. They don't view me as being at work. They're like,
no, not at all.
So like, to me, I'm just like this magical being that lives at the school.
Yes.
Okay. And takes care of them while their parents work. And I'm like, no, this is my work. This is what I do. You're like, I had this conversation just this week with a student. Your mommy goes to the hospital and helps people because she's a nurse. I come here to help you. You know, that's
I've
my
had that
job.
conversation.
Yeah, but they don't understand it.
I may have told this story in the past. It's one of my favorite memories of being a classroom teacher. I was teaching pre-K.
Yeah.
And the children were talking about what their parents do for their jobs.
Yeah.
And maybe one was a nurse, one was a teacher, one worked at a store, whatever they were saying. And one of the children, pre-K, so like 4.5, 5 years old, turned to me and said, what do you do for work? And I looked at them and I said, I come here. This is my work. Yeah. And she started crying. And I said, what's wrong? And what happened? And she said, I thought you came because you like to play with us. And I said, I work here because I love to play with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it certainly wasn't the money. But I didn't tell her that.
No, I don't.
Underpaid, folks.
Yeah.
Drastically underpaid for what we do. I mean, you can fix their injuries. You know, a child is bleeding, you rinse it, you put a Band-Aid on. You are magic. Yep. They're hungry. They're thirsty. Look at you. You got water sitting right there. Yeah. You are magic. You can do things like suddenly decide we're going to go somewhere new.
Right. Like
I'm going to take you to the birthday party.
Right. Like you can drive a car and that's somehow a magical thing.
That's magical.
You know?
It's you are magical.
Yeah.
And I hope that helps you on those days that don't feel so magical when you're raising a 3 to 5 year old.
Yeah.
They always view you as a little piece of magic.
Yeah.
On the show, there was a show they used to say, the show Once Upon a Time, they used to say, every bit of magic has its price. The price for it is ours.
Yeah. Yeah.
The price for it are those days that we feel like are not so magical, but it's okay. They always view you as magic. They watch you to see what love looks like. So in the first stage, they were, what is love includes safety.
Yeah.
Now it's, what should love look like? Love should have a little touch of magic.
Yeah. Which is true. It kind of is.
It kind of does, right?
Yeah.
When someone I love is able to comfort me,
Yes.
or suddenly have me think in a new direction that's less anxiety provoking,
Right. Yes.
or even is my cheerleader, even says,
Sometimes.
I love that you did this for yourself.
Yes.
It's like a little bit of magic.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It is.
That there's this other human being who fully sees me
Yes.
and really just wants what's best for me.
Right.
That's it. My cheerleader
Yeah. Yeah.
wants what's good. So yeah, it is like, they look at that. They look at love is safety, yes, but love should also be a little magical. Mm-hmm. They check to see if you take care of yourself. They're watching everything you do from 3 to 5 years old. So if you model taking care of yourself, they're more likely to grow up and love themselves in that way.
Yes.
When you take care of yourself, you're demonstrating love includes not just you, child, but me. I have to love me enough to go to the gym, maybe, to watch what I eat, maybe, to do things like, I don't know, get a haircut, buy clothes
just do
if
your
you
normal
can.
hygiene kind of stuff.
Hygiene.
Taking a shower, taking a bath, you know, caring for yourself.
Yeah, yeah. And you have to be really careful because the way we speak with children from birth to 5 years old is how they begin to think they are.
Yeah.
Will they love themselves?
Right.
Is that love connection?
Yes.
And when we dismiss them, embarrass them, demean them, they think they're not worthy.
Right.
And that really impacts them.
Yes.
And then we're going to move on to children ages 6 to 9. I know we don't always focus there, but it is still part of early childhood. So I think it's important to look at the whole trajectory. Early childhood is defined as birth to age 8. So this still does apply. So from 6 to 9 years old, they see you as their primary guide if you're participating in the raising of children, which can be, again, it can be school, it can be home.
Yes.
It can be, maybe you have them enrolled in significant activities, faith-based groups, right? So they see the adults as their guide, and they're going to copy what we do.
Right.
And they're going to look to what we do to see how we react to things, especially emotional things. They're going to listen to your tone of voice and imitate it.
Yeah.
They're going to look at how do you handle happiness and how do you handle things that are not happy.
Right.
So you are their primary guide for how to be.
Yeah.
And how to be in relationship to other people.
To other people.
Because they're looking at our relationship with them.
Right. You're like the social guide.
You are.
I feel.
You are.
Yeah.
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 Definitely their guide. So it goes from you are my safety
Yep.
to you are my magic.
Right.
You can do anything.
Right.
To you are my guide.
Yes.
For how I'm going to get through. And when you combine those three things, isn't that everything that builds what love is and what they should be looking for in mates and in friends and all of that stuff. Yeah. So it's really, really important that we do it well. And I hope that a couple of times a year, whether it's an official holiday on a calendar or not, that you sit back and reflect and think, here's the good I've done. Here's how I have modeled this.
Right.
This episode is going to be available to you. Come back and listen sometimes.
Yeah.
And decide, have I definitively done this?
Right.
Right? Have I accomplished this? And it's not going to be every day because nobody is perfect.
No, it's not.
There's no such thing as perfect.
But I think that children also need to see that sometimes, that you're not perfect all the time. I don't know what age group that is, but like, because life isn't perfect and they need to know how to handle that when things go awry. Like when things kind of blow up, how did my parents handle that? How did my caregivers handle that? Now I know how to handle it. So like, because I think like in our world, especially with social media and all these influencers and all this stuff, like it's easy to be like, oh, I didn't do it perfectly, and so therefore I must be a horrible parent or a horrible
It's not an all or nothing deal.
It's not an all or nothing deal. And I think that children also need to see that so that when they are older and if they choose to raise children, they know what to do when things hit the fan, kind of thing.
And,
you know, like,
so when you make a mistake, you say to them, I made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love you very much. I shouldn't have done that.
Yes. Yes, because that's modeling the good behavior. That's what you want them to grow up to be.
You want them to even grow up to be people who know how to apologize.
Yes.
Look at the world. Does anyone right now know how to apologize? Anybody?
No.
I mean,
No,
it's
they don't.
everybody.
Yeah.
Poor behavior and lack of apology in a lot of places.
Yes.
So I hope you all go and think about this.
Yeah.
And then please come back next week because we have a topic that is super important, that pushes against what prior generations have done, that is somewhat maybe cultural for some of us, that relates to what we said today.
Yes.
It's not a part 2, but it relates to what we said.
It's related.
Yeah. So we hope that you will come back. In the meantime, you can contact us. Our website is howpreschoolteachersdoit.com. We have a How Preschool Teachers Do It Facebook page. So please do find us. And you can find me, by the way. It's pretty easy to find me on the internet.
Yeah, it's not so easy for me.
No, it's way easier for me just because of the work that I do and have done. So you could even just look up my name.
Yeah.
And whether you look up Cindy or Cynthia, you're going to find me. I tested it. Yeah. I did. I checked it. All right, folks. We will catch you next time on the podcast.
Bye, peeps.
Bye, peeps.